If we want to be financially independent, savings is not the only option. Hello and Namaste. I'm Manish Ahuja and this is Paycheck to Profit, India's first YouTube channel dedicated to your financial freedom. In this video, I'm going to talk about something very simple and basic, that is the difference between savings and investments. I'm sure many people would already know about this subject, and if you do know about the difference between savings and investment, please mention in the comments below if I could have explained this topic in a better manner. And just in case if you don't know about the subject, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that every time I post a new video dedicated to your financial freedom or subjects related to personal finance and financial freedom, you would get notified about the same. Savings is an absolutely simple principle. You get X amount of money in your paycheck, you take a small part of it or you take a big part of it depending on how you save. You take a part of it and put it aside in your bank account so that you can use it for the future or for your future expenses or any need that you have in your mind. Although saving is an absolutely basic principle and I implore everybody to save every month or on regular basis, if you put a very big amount in your bank account as your savings, it could actually be a major disservice to your own financial freedom. I actually know of people who have a dedicated bank account only where they park their savings. What happens is, if you're saving a lot of money, depending on your bank account or the sort of bank you are banking with, you will get a nominal return on the savings amount, which is your interest. In India, this interest generally ranges between 4 to 6%, as I said, depending on your bank account and the kind of bank you're banking with. Although 4 to 6% may seem like an absolutely riskless return, there's a major problem in this entire concept, that is, there's one economical principle which is affecting your bank account and your savings which you're not even probably aware of. And this principle is called inflation. Without getting too technical, the most simple way to explain inflation is cost of goods rising. The restaurant that you visit frequently, the food that you're eating there is getting expensive with every passing year. You're not paying the same amount for the movie tickets that you were paying about 2-3 years back. Popcorn that you used to enjoy during these movies, which was already pretty exorbitant, has got all the more expensive in all these years. This is all due to inflation. So how exactly does inflation work is simple. What happens is, in a growing economy, all the companies working in that economy progress as they keep doing more business. As they are doing more business, the people working there are getting better and bigger salaries and they have a lot more buying power or purchasing power, as it's called in economics. India is a growing economy, as a result of which all working professionals today are earning a really big paycheck or a bigger amount in absolute terms, which clearly means if somebody was doing a similar job 10 or 15 years back, the salary that they were getting per month is nowhere in comparison to the salary that professionals today are earning for the same job. Although the salary in absolute terms has increased, the lifestyle hasn't changed too much. And the only reason for that is inflation. It is safe to say that inflation for the next few years is going to be in the range of 4 to 5%. The second economic term which is affecting your paycheck and your savings account is the GDP of the country. GDP as a concept is something that we've all learnt in school, but I'm sure almost everybody has forgotten about it. I'll just rephrase it for you in 2 minutes, it's no big deal. GDP is an overall growth of the economy in a particular year. Again, India has been going through a really good positive GDP growth in the last few years, and even for the next few years, the expected GDP growth of the country is supposed to be in the ballpark figure of 7 to 8%. So now that we've got some idea about GDP and inflation on the economy, let's try to understand how is it affecting your bank account and your savings. So what exactly is happening is, inflation is growing at, let's say, 4% per year, and the GDP is growing at the rate of 7% a year. 4 plus 7 put together is 11%. So the economy is growing at the scale of 11% per year, but your money in your bank account is growing only at 4 to 6% depending on your bank account. So looking at this, we realize that inflation is probably growing at 4% every year, and the economy of a country is going to keep growing at the rate of 7% every year. 4 plus 7 put together is 11%. But The money in your bank account, your savings, is only going to grow at 4 or 6% depending on your bank account. So 11 minus 6 is giving you 5% difference. Even if you continue investing your money in your savings account, you are at a loss of 5% every year, which put together is going to grow into a very big number. You will understand how does every percentage point work when we start talking about compounding in the next few videos. As a result of which, what I'm trying to explain over here is, having some savings in your bank account is essential. It's a must. We'll talk about how to actually plan for your savings and what to do with the rest of your money in the future videos. But what I'm trying to tell you is, let's get into the mind frame of, if we want to be financially independent, savings is not the only option. It's one of the few things that you need to do, but what you also need to do with your money is start investing your money. I know it may sound really daunting and confusing and difficult. How can I start investing my own money? Well, you may not want to invest all your money by yourself, but you should at least know how investments work. That is the purpose of this channel. And that is what I need to start talking to you about in the next few videos. But I hope I've at least laid a good ground in today's video by explaining to you why putting your money only in your savings account is a bad thing for your money. I hope you've derived some value in this video today. I hope you've now got into the mind frame and you want to know what to do with your money besides putting it into your savings account. And I promise you, over the next few videos, I am going to start talking to you about what options do you have and how you should plan your investments. I would request you to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. That's all what I have for you today, and now I'll see you in the next video. Until then, please keep smiling, take care of your loved ones, and stay happy. Kaching!